Hey guys, this is Rick at Tasty Guitar. Today I'm going to show you a really essential technique in funk rhythm guitar playing, and that is using the thumb on your fretting hand to play the bass notes in funk rhythms. I'm going to give you a few really essential techniques and give you some examples in context. Let's get started. Okay, so first let's take a look at that technique on the left hand with that thumb. Now I'm wrapping it right over the top of the neck and covering the low E string. Now I'm not going to use the thumb on anything else but the low E string, but it's wrapped over there enough to cover the note on the low E string and mute the A string. That's really important. So I might hit the A string, but it's going to be muted by that thumb. That's really important. So I suggest you just practice that technique on its own at first, being able to get a clean note on that low E string and make sure nothing else is ringing through on that A string. All right, now we're going to practice combining that note with the thumb with a couple scratches. And we're going to be playing 16th note rhythm here. I got a metronome set at 70 beats per minute. I really encourage you to practice with a metronome. We're working on accuracy and getting it really clean. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now this is the first of 3 fairly challenging examples I'm going to be showing you today. Now one thing remains constant with all of these, and that is that 16th note motion with the right hand. Always a constant alternate strumming motion. That's very important to get the right downstroke there on those bass notes. All right, now we're going to start by hitting that C note there, covering that up with our thumb at the 8th fret on the low E string, hitting that twice. 1 and. Get that as clean as possible. 1 and. They're going to hit a downstroke on beat 2 on dead strings. An upstroke at the 10th fret. After that, we're going to hit that bass note again. They're going to go to the 8th fret, first finger barred there, and getting that C minor 7 chord. So now we have this. All right, right there, 1 stroke, and then we're going to hit some dead strokes. And then hit that again. Real slow. Again, very slow at first. Not going for speed yet. If you can get it accurate, speed it up. Play with the metronome and make sure you're in time. All right, so let's break this one down slowly. Now we're starting with that C note with the thumb there again at the 8th fret on the low E string. Dead strokes, be careful to pay attention to that strumming direction. Back to that bass note again. Then going to go to that 10th fret there. Basically it's an F, but we're playing it over a C bass. Couple more dead strokes. Back to that C minor 7. All right, now we're going to go back to that bass note one more time. All right, now the second half of the rhythm, we're going up to this shape, which is kind of like a C minor 11, the F note, the B flat, and the E flat there, barring the pinky on the top two strings there. So all together we have this. All right, this last rhythm is the most tricky one of the bunch, but it sounds very cool if you can play it cleanly. Real slow, it sounds like this. Letting that C note kind of drone on while we hit the F chord and that C minor 7. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming by and watching the lesson on the Stanky thumb. An excellent technique to use to kind of create really unique funk rhythms. I hope you enjoyed that. Make sure you come by TastyGuitar.com, download the tab absolutely free. I got some great ebooks available, and I do offer private instruction via Skype. This has been Rick. Thank you.